One of these two will be not here next weekend. The other will be travelling to Canberra as it goes down to Cherry Evans, and the first real carry of the night is brought away there by Fanua Blake, who, as Paul suggested, he goes out there to get the job done, and he does it well. Pretty modest voiceover from Vorton, by the way. Here's Trebojevic out to the 30-metre line. So the dummy half is Coruscant, and here's Martin Tapau with his first run of the night. A charge up the middle. 9 in 10 was there, and so too was Cook. And so here again is Fanua Blake up to the 40-metre line on south end of the ground. It's a good opening set coming from Manly. Cherry Evans kicks high over to the eastern side of the ground. The bounce is interesting. It goes over the sideline. So a scrum to restart.
And Fanua Blake already, every time he gets the ball now, the Manly fans are yelling and screaming. He's really become a crowd favourite for them. See, after last week, he was terrific man of the match performance.
Jake Trebojevic does a great job. The way he links that middle and gets his big man, Fanua Blake. He got him on Cody Walker then one-on-one. Just watch Jake, the way he links his big men around the middle.
Contrasting performances by these two sides last weekend. That in itself a gross understatement. Manly, of course, with that tenacious victory against Cronulla, and South with a forgettable loss to the Roosters. So tonight is all about, can Manly keep it up, or will South turn it around? That's the equation here at ANZ, in front of a reasonable crowd. Reasonable crowd here at ANZ tonight. 19 degrees outside. A breeze sprung up in Sydney, or in Western Sydney, certainly in the mid-afternoon. Played out there by John Sutton. The ball has come away to Cameron Murray, and he's able to offload it or download it away to Damien Cook, and he'll play it right in the middle of the ground. Cameron Murray, of course, a teammate of Jake Trebojevic at Origin level and roommate, and they've become very good friends. This kick is interesting. There's one on the ground. Elliott has come down with the ball, but I saw Parker go to ground in back play. Now it's Tafua. And George will play the ball 30 away from his own line. Manly defending the river end, the northern end of this ground. That's Parker. Coruscant waits. First receiver Trebojevic, then to Cherry Evans, now to Sully. Moses Sully played SG ball for Balmain with the South Sydney fullback Adam Dewey. So here's Cherry Evans now on the short side. He puts it down into the corner. Johnston is there. And a flying effort there by Garrick. With Alex playing the ball back on his own 10. Here's Gagai back tonight. Of course, no disrespect to other replacements, but to get Gagai and Burgess back, it's an enormous lift for South. Andrew?
Dane Gagai, he's got the hamstring really heavily strapped. I watched him closely in warm-up. He was really ginger. See how that hamstring goes as the game goes on.
There's Murray again with a strong run. Not a big man, but he really hits the line hard, and he tackles in a devastating fashion. Friendly bounce down there for Elliott. He'll bring it out to the 30-metre line. Tackled over there by Roberts. Brad, I was talking about a breeze coming up mid-afternoon. Is there any sign of it out there now?
Yeah, it's stronger than a breeze, Ray. It's about 20-odd kilometres. Beautiful.
There's a good ball from Tapau to Cherry Evans. He's tackled only about 15 metres out. Cherry Evans plays the ball. Coruscant tries to go through the traffic. Brilliant offload by Tapau. South Sydney attack, beg your pardon, Manly attacking 2 metres out from the line. That's Gajeski. Ball comes loose. Referee says play on. And it's to be played by Elliott. So 5 tackles gone. Cherry Evans again. Going to ground with the ball, changeover.
There wasn't a beautiful pass from Marty Tapau right up the middle of the South Sydney defence, and Daly Cherry Evans charging onto it, backing up half-back. Beautiful pass, that one.
Now, Brad, I had to take it away from you. That pass from Tapau put Cherry Evans away.
Yeah, wasn't it beautiful? They're playing with such confidence, Manly. Oh, nice shot on Burgess. There's quite a breeze behind the Manly team. You see Daly Cherry Evans with his kicks at the moment. He's really reluctant to go for any distance, as you saw just then. He was happy to just run the ball into the corner. But the pitch is awesome, Ray. So much rain this week in Sydney. The field looks like it's been painted green.
Tom Burgess, 20 metres in from touch on the western side of the ground. Here's Murray again with another carry. Tackled out there by Waddell. From Cook, it's gone to Reynolds, right foot. Kept low, inside the 40, it could be a 40-20.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is, yeah. I think I heard him call inside. He'd be referring to the 40.
He's kicking straight into the teeth of the breeze there. And you watch the kick, he keeps it really low.
Good low driving kick, wasn't it?
It's one of your one-woods there, Fatty.
I can't hit a one.
Stop. Oh, don't think I can hit.
So Souths, their first real opportunity in the game. Tom Burgess, inside 10, in the middle of the ground. Cook, back to Reynolds, then to Murray. Murray gets through one, that of Tapau.
Back it up, Cameron. Tackle 2.
Well, there's no dummy half.
2. I haven't blown time on. Tackle 2.
Oh, wow, they got away with one there, Souths.
Okay, so Cook it is. It's on the second bounce. And it's a knock-on, but a penalty to Souths. Manly offside. So Reynolds will come over and take the shot. We'll take a break and come back. So welcome back to Rugby League headquarters here at ANZ. This kick will take Adam Reynolds past the 1,400 career points. He scored all the points for South in the last 3 finals they've played in.
He's missed it.
And he's missed it. So he's got the hippie shakes on 13.99. Can't believe it. 40-20, that's the way it was.
He shaped that.
We're on the clock.
Hit it inside out.
Shot clock. It's here. Go.
Can't believe he missed.
So the jubilation was gone fairly quickly when he missed the penalty shot. Now Tom Burgess is on his way back outside the 40-metre line. South Sydney with a wonderful opportunity down there. But eventually, of course, they missed the penalty goal that was given to them for Manly being offside. Cook now using Dewey. Adam, 35 away from the Manly line. He's come out to Reynolds. Reynolds goes short. Ball to be played there by Sam. And now for Walker, and Walker to Sutton. Sutton gets it away. Chance here for South Sydney. They've carried it all the way through Alex Johnston. Alex Johnston gets the first point of the game.
Well, that was the simplest play you've ever seen, but it was just the pace and the strength of Alex Johnston. He had players in front of him who could have made the tackle. He just breezed straight past and then through them. Incredible. Look, it's a good ball, but look, there's 2 Manly players there. No urgency. Had to keep going straight at him. Brad?
Well, Cody Walker, have a look at this. He spots Jake Trebojevic and Adam Fanua-Blake at A and B. He charges at the B defender, which was number 8. and all of a sudden becomes a 2-on-1 on the outside. Billy Slater spoke about the speed that the Bunnies needed, and there's a man to deliver. Alex Johnson, look at the footwork straight at Fanua Blake, gets his interest, goes second man out the back. Sutton plays a beautiful 2-on-1 with Johnson and just muscles his way past Brendan Elliott. Great way to start the game.
So that's the start they wanted.
We'll just pause it there, Rabs. You see here, it's the back rower and Cherry Evans at marker. They broke it down on them, got them interested. And what you have here is 2 front rowers defending on an edge. And then it makes Sully get nervous. Let it roll through. Watch Sully gets nervous because the front rowers are inside. He comes in when there's no need because there's no communication. And that edge defence is really foreign to the big men out wide. Nice play by the Bunnies.
So there's your try scorer, Alex Johnston. He longed for the #1 jumper. It seemed he would have his dream come true, but now Adam Dewey is playing at fullback and Alex is on the wing. The kick from Reynolds out on the sideline. It's away again.
Sideline conversion unsuccessful. As we watch another replay of the Alex Johnston opening drive. South Sydney 4, Manly nil.
So we're back at ANZ Stadium with Ruben Garrick making the kick off, and here's Liam Knight. And that trademark run of his, I know it's early in the career to be calling it a trademark, but he's really had a very big year, Liam Knight. Now for Tom Burgess. The South's coming outside their 20 with this run from James Roberts. Damien Cook. Walker and Sutton running as a pair on his left. Opts to take the tackle. Now for Reynolds. Again, he's kept it low. He may have been just outside the 40. Elliott showing it and then going back towards the sideline on the eastern side of the ground. Brendan Elliott, the #1. Penalty here, going to Manly. South Sydney, I take it offside, or was it holding down? So Manly trailing 4-0, and given the ability of Adam Reynolds, it should have been 8-0. Manly finding the line then on the well-accommodated lower deck of the eastern side grandstand. So Coruscant, who played in South Sydney's 2014 grand final side, as did Dylan Walker, played by Parker, and there's a little knock-on in there.
All up.
See what they're doing, Manly. Sending a lot of traffic at Adam Reynolds. That time Parker, he got it Reynolds, squeezed in between Adam Reynolds and Sam Burgess. Picks that little halfback.
And then I think it's an untidy play of the ball.
Yeah. Well, Manly have lost their last 9 games here at ANZ. Ironically, their last win here was over Souths back in 2013. Jeff Tooby was the coach. Jamie Lyon was the captain. Souths coming away from the 30. That's Gagai. Pulled down by Fanua Blake. Murray, shaped to give it to Burgess. Tom. And the penalty against Manly. Well, a couple of things you don't need to do is give them penalties and make mistakes such as we just saw a minute ago. That recipe is a recipe for disaster for Manly. It's been, on the other hand, has been a good start for Souths with one minor hiccup. That's gets the boot of Adam Reynolds at the moment. That's Knight. They're inside the 30-metre line. They're right in the middle of the ground here. And Cook, shaped to go short to Burgess. Took the tackle, now to Reynolds. Reynolds shows it back on the inside. Gets it back to Dewey. And Adam playing the ball 10 metres out from the line. Cook it is to the line, then Murray for Walker, and Cody's gone in to score. The South Sydney supporters came here praying that Walker would have a big one, and he's crossed for a try.
A beautiful play. Nice play from dummy half from Cook, but then Cam Murray. Watch this catch in traffic and finds the pass. Harvey Norman replay and Cody Walker. He knows where the space is. What a beautiful pass from Cam Murray. Freddie?
Yeah, been on the back of a couple of great kicks from Adam Reynolds. End up pulling an error out of Brad Parker. And all of a sudden, there's too many bodies in motion for the Bunnies. Now, Manly came out with a plan to use this breeze. They won the toss. They elected to run with it. It's just not working at the moment. The kicking game of Adam Reynolds is playing the field position towards the Bunnies. And young Cody Walker, there he is, supporting as he does.
Andrew, it looks like Daly Cherry Evans just overread that one.
Yeah, he got really nervous. Had Tom Burgess wide of the ruck. And Cherry Evans came a long way infield to try to close the play down. Watch Cherry Evans at the top of the screen. Look at him charge in, and it's a domino effect. Then it puts Sully under so much pressure. It was just so much space. Poor defence there from Daly.
Rabbitohs enjoying 64% of time in possession. They've had 8 uses of the football and completed the 8 uses with a full set. Manly with 4 from 5. And here's Reynolds looking to get one, and he does.
Wait for that clock, Ruben. Time you run here.
So a most successful start for South Sydney. 10-0 after 16 minutes with 2 tries. Souths now bringing it away from their red zone. So Adam Reynolds has finally gone past the 1400 mark and is the second highest point scorer in South Sydney history, behind the great Eric Sims, who scored 1,841 over 11 years.
Fatty, Des Hasler, what sort of messages do you think he'd be sending down to his team?
Well, I think it's pretty simple, Andrew. It's just complete your sets. Spend some time, and now they've got the opportunity to do that. They haven't completed their last 2 sets. Let's see what they can do now.
Here's Elliott, all tied up in the tackle there of James Roberts. They're 20 out from the line. They're coming back towards the middle corridor. That is Fanua Blake. 10 metres out now in front of the uprights. It's gone away to Walker, and he gets it to Parker. And Brad Parker has scored. Manly answers back.
Yeah, big booming Brad Parker. Just re-signed with the club for 2 more years. He's a big body, big centre. He's a bopper. The old Ginga. And he steamed onto that one. This is just determination, good straight hard running. You can't beat it.
When you're defending in the line like this, the halfback and a big man, you just got to go low and cut him in half. You cannot go high on a big, strong guy like Parker there and try to wrap him up that close to the line. Poor miss there by Adam Reynolds. Freddie?
Yeah, Dylan Wergers does a great job by getting everyone standing still. Everyone's standing still, and Brad Parker's the one moving quick. And you're right about Adam Reynolds. When you're a little bloke and you pick a side to defend on, he makes sure he feels really comfortable with his left shoulder, that inside space that he protects. Parker just belted on the outside of his right shoulder. He wouldn't have been ready for that. He did a great job. He made the error a couple of minutes ago, but he's recovered well.
It was, again, a case of Brad Parker aiming the guns very much at Adam Reynolds, and the bloke next to him, James Roberts, he'd just been involved in a tackle a few seconds earlier. So he drew a pair of aces, really, Brad Parker, aiming at those two fellows with Sam Burgess.
They all defend together. Sam Burgess on the inside of Reynolds. You could see them all there chatting away. It was great coaching. They used Corey Waddell as the decoy. Parker coming in between them.
So Ruben Garrick with a chance to put them only 4 behind. 10 in, 25 out, and he hooks it away.
Time your run.
Welcome back. ANZ, the first semi-final, is the official title of this game each weekend. They call them the preliminary finals. I would have thought next weekend was the semi-finals, but no, they are the preliminary finals. So we are watching the first semi-final with Gojecki playing the ball and Sully taking a run. He plays it inside his own 40-metre line, and Marty Tapau has done very well, grinding out about 12 metres. Coruscant saw a loose ball, dived on it, got it away to Trebojevic. Jake plays it on the 30-metre line. It's gone away to Dylan Walker. He stabs one into the in goal. The weight is just too much.
Gee, that was an ordinary kick. They had him under a fair bit of pressure there, Manly. Good set of 6, that one. Andrew, I've seen both kickers are dynamic kickers. They seem to have hooked a couple of balls. Did you ever look like they tightened up? Did you ever tighten up in a semi-final? Is it with the kicking?
You serious?
But do you feel a bit more anxious in a big game?
I think it's the win, especially with Reynolds. I think he's trying to keep his kicks a lot lower, kicking for goal. And when you do that, you can hook them.
I know, silly question. Speaking to an immortal, I know.
Here's Murray for South. That's right. Getting it out to Tom Burgess. 10 metres into Manly's area. Cook, a dart out from dummy half and a diving tackle from Tapau. And there's an injury problem for Damien Cook. It's a crusher. A penalty has already been given. There's a hint of a crusher tackle here from Cherry Evans.
I don't know what Cherry Evans is supposed to do there. He's just trying to complete the tackle. It's not like he jumped on him from 20 foot away and did it on purpose. And he's just completing a tackle. Look, he's come over the top. He's trying to ease him down. He's not exerting any force upon him.
It's the tendency of the ball runner to turn his back and back into the line, which I have no idea why.
So it's on report. I agree with Paul. I think there was an overreaction, not from Cherry Evans, but from the men with the whistle. So here's Adam Reynolds having his 4th shot at goal. And from 20 metres in from touch. Now he's got the compass working. Don't miss the ultimate rugby league weekend in Sydney for the first time. 12 nations across 2 days in the inaugural Rugby League World Cup 9s at Bankwest Stadium. Book your experience at nrltravel.com. They are the official travel partner of the NRL. Brad?
It'd be interesting what Sam Burgess thought of that penalty. It seemed quite ridiculous from down here. He's had A few things to say about the judiciary and the way the game's going at the moment. That one you've got to think Cherry Evans wouldn't have anything to worry about. Nice tackle.
It was a heavy collision. Tom Burgess on the end of Trebojevic and Fanau Blake's tackle. Big collision, this one. It was a Burgess run from one of the twins, reminiscent of 2014. Cameron Murray. Back on their own 40-metre line. Oh, knock on by Walker. Manly will get a chance. Referee calls play on. Cherry Evans takes it down to the 20-metre line. Played back to Trebojevic. Away it goes to Walker. And that's Waddell doing some light stepping down there on the same blade of grass. Penalty Manly now.
Not quick.
Inside
1
the
foot
10.
here, boys.
12-4 after 23 minutes. South Sydney scoring the first 2 tries. So Manly going for broke. Cherry Evans, Fanua Blake. 3 in the defensive pattern. Coruscant, Cherry Evans, Walker, he gets it away, and that's Waddell, is it not? It's the second row forward, Corey Waddell.
And once again, the right side defence for the Rabbitohs is so fragile. This time they attack the gap between Reynolds and Burgess. Just keep your eye on Harvey Norman replay on Reynolds. He'll slide out this time. He'll slide off the back rower and doesn't take anybody. Sam Burgess looks around. There's no communication. That defence, this will show up perfect. Sam will go for the ball play. He'll go to Dylan Walker. And just keep your eyes on number 7 here. He goes flying out the back. There's no communication whatsoever on that edge. Freddie?
What a brilliant bit of work by Dylan Walker. He fed the outside shoulder of Adam Reynolds the first try, and this time he goes right to the line, and Waddell runs a brave line of outside Sam Burgess. For a bloke who wasn't supposed to be playing 5'8", he's doing a wonderful job at the moment, Dylan Walker.
So Garrick with the conversion attempt to take them out to 12-10 down.
The try converted by Warringah. South Sydney leading 12 points to 10. Garrick closing in on 200 points for the season. A sensational year for Garrick on the left of Manly.
Yeah, mate. Yep. It's time you run.
So the
Stay behind it.
semi-final at 12-10 in favour of South Sydney. South Sydney up against Manly, 2 clubs who almost owned the premiership between 1967 and 1978, winning 4 grand finals each. And since then, Manly have won 4 grand finals. South Sydney, more recently, that one that broke the 43-year drought in 2014. Gajewski, 28 out from his own line. So Trebojevic, just when we were starting to think as spectators, I guess we're in for a high-scoring event. We still might be, but that kick has been fielded just in the nick of time by Graham. Now Dewey comes away. Diving tackle misses the first time, but Cherry Evans is on top of him now. Play back for Walker to go away and picks up Campbell Graham. Right on their own 30-metre line, the Bunnies. And suddenly the Burrow, who were quite vocal, they've gone quiet by comparison. So those pink boots, I guess, are on Totola. Certainly stand out in the crowd. Reynolds kicking back towards the uprights. And Garrick it is, and South down the ground. Good chase. 10 out from their own line.
And just on Corey Waddell, that's his first try, Rabs, in his 23rd NRL game. He's a Penrith junior. I actually played against his dad, Steve Waddell, who was a barnstorming prop for Penrith. He passed away recently, his dad, so he'd be looking down, very proud of his son.
It is a penalty going to Manly. Crowding is the ruling. That is when a marker, if you like, uses his knee to just crowd the play the ball. And the victim on this occasion was Daly Cherry Evans. 12-10. The winner of tonight will go to Canberra next Friday for the first preliminary final. And then, of course, the winner of Melbourne and Parramatta will come to Sydney to play at the Sydney Cricket Ground on Saturday. But tomorrow night, sudden death finals footy again. And what a game it should be. Melbourne Storm up against, if you like, the entertainers Parramatta.
Tackle 2.
Told to back up the play the ball. So the 16 is Kepi, who's playing his 3rd game. Debuted just a fortnight ago for Nua Blake. It's 28 out, as you can see, right down the middle, running to the south. And Walker flung down to the ground by Sam Burgess. Cherry Evans works on the right, bounces good for Dewey, and they're going to force him back in goal. Referee Sutton says line drop out. Suddenly the natives have become restless.
With rubbish.
And it looks like South have got the penalty out of this, depending on what's happened here.
With rubbish, Chids. And that's what Cody Walker reacts to. I've blown a penalty against Jack.
Moses. Yeah.
And just have a look right at the end, just then, Chids, if Cody Walker lashes out. Back we go.
Moses.
Take him back. Take him back. Walker, wait. Damien. Daly, get him back.
There was a strike from one player.
Take it back. We'll watch that. Just take him back.
All right, hold the phone.
If you need to talk to Chids, I'd like to hear what your process is.
So he shoved his head down into the deck, Gajetski. Completely unnecessary.
Yep.
Give it a couple of goes, actually.
Yep.
It's a big play these days, Andrew, isn't it? That ability to hold a player up off the deck while you're tackling them and then force them back to the in goal.
Yeah, it's a huge
Late,
play.
mate.
This is a big play, this one. If Souths get the penalty here, Des Hasler will be filthy.
Well, they would have had him trapped and getting the possession back from the drop kick, and now it's a penalty.
I've given that, Bish. Right. Now, the level of jacks to start.
What the referee saying there was someone threw a punch?
Yeah,
we
there
might
was
get a sin bin.
One of them said there was a strike.
Do you want to do Walker first, Jez?
Hang on, G-Man.
Crowd
So they're
I
all
need to know if we're 1-1.
right in the middle of all this.
1-1.
You're going to sin them both.
Jack. Okay.
It's Gajetski.
The penalty, which I've given, is against Jack after the tackle for the push down on the back of the head. I will deal with Cody Walker. Cody,
So Gajetski penalised.
I've blown the penalty against Jack for the push on the back of the head, but then Cody goes an open hand to the face. That's an automatic sin bin.
Kidding himself.
It's striking, Sam. I've got
an open hand to the face is an automatic sin bin.
So what's our penalty on that?
Yes,
When did
your
that come
penalty.
in?
He's protecting one of his younger players, gets chip shot.
His reaction demands that he has to go to the sin bin.
I've never heard of that. I thought it had to be a closed fist.
10 metres out.
Oh, wow.
10 metres out.
So Souths get the penalty
And lose a man.
and lose a man
An open
for an open.
palm to the face.
He couldn't have exemplified it any better. He said that's an automatic sin bin.
Well, let's look for it. Where is it? Have we seen it yet?
Okay, let's see if we can just get some footy into it. Hold!
No, there it was. Yeah, big deal. Seriously? A sin bin for that. That will do me.
So here's Sam Burgess turning it up a level. We'll play it on the 40-metre line to Damien Cook, then to Adam Reynolds. That is Totola. Junior Totola. John Sutton, game 355, is it not? Certainly a long time in this game. 335 games for John Sutton, who will retire at the end of this season. It might well be tonight. But they are in front still by 2. And that ball goes over the sideline
Manly feed.
on the western side. Manly will serve the scrum. Well, that was mystifying, really.
Well, you scratch your head sometimes. You think, what do they want the game to? What do they want the game to be?
Who are we trying to appease here? Like putting that man in the bin for that?
It's politically correct. It's on the field. That's what they're worried about.
I can understand the changes we've had to make to our game in the face of litigation and all that. I can understand that. But I had no idea that an open palm to the face was an automatic sin bin. That doesn't mean I know the rules that well, but I got a shock when he said an open hand to the face is an automatic sin bin. Okay. Trebojevic. Centre of the ground. 14 is out there now for the Eagles. Manassi Fainu. He's replaced Coruscant, I take it. Out to Power, goes back. Looking for a hole in amongst the markers. And then Fainu got it away. Walker gives it on. Waddell is out there. Parker's inside the 10. Parker's gone in again. Brad Parker has scored again.
We've got Brad Parker.
No
Ensuring
try.
He doesn't get the ball on the ground. I have no try.
There was a great interchange of passing right in the middle of the field. The South defence just could not stop Manly from offloading. And then once the ball went wide, there was a mile of space now. Does he get it down on the deck? It's on a South player's arm by the look of it. And that does not hit the ground. That, in the end, magnificent try-saving defence.
Who's that underneath? Is that Sam Burgess?
So number 5.
Brad Parker does not get the ball to ground. He's held up in goal.
I think it's
We have decision.
Campbell Graham.
Yeah, but right underneath.
Almost buried.
So he's subterranean.
Held up.
So no try has been confirmed
Last tackle.
by the bunker.
Last tackle.
South supporters happy.
1 foot.
It is Sam.
He come from nowhere.
Hold.
Did you
Go
say
last.
Terrain.
Subterranean.
Uh-oh.
Adam
Look
Dilly
out.
got a beautiful bounce. He's outside the 30. He's turned Cherry Evans inside out a couple of times. The ball has gone away to Johnston. He's pulled down. 22 out.
Go, Daly.
Dewey. Gagai. Away from Roberts. Now it's Nichols with the ball. 12 out.
Go, 2.
Cook. Totola. Big and strong, but they've held him up.
Release. Go, 3.
Cook to Reynolds. He lets one go, and it's been intercepted by Garrick. Well, he had to catch it. Otherwise, they're home singing ragtime. Elliott.
Mark, off the arm. One, go to it again.
Now Sully. Handoff. Back down to Fainu. Fainu's come out the other side. Bounces good for Elliott with the ball.
Surrender! Surrender! Stand down! Surrender!
Sam is getting down at his hand. It's gone from Waddell out to Parker. He's giving them an absolute nightmare out there. Both he and Waddell. Inside South's 40-metre line. Walker. Threw a no-look pass and found Trebojevic. 30 out. Inside it now. Walker gets it away to Waddell. 18 out from the line. Manasi finite to Dylan Walker. Rubbers it in. A good bounce for Dewey. Here he comes again, the number one. 12 out from his own line. Well, it's just gone from end to end.
It's a good game.
Since that stoush, everybody's gone up a level. Gagai, taken by Cherry Evans. Queenslander on Queenslander. So Cook, short for Dewey. Nichols. 10 good metres from Mark. From Cook, it's gone to Reynolds. Stabs it down to find the line. Just outside the 10.
Yeah, beautiful kick. Get a close-up here of Adam Reynolds. He kicks across this ball and bananas it towards the sideline. They're appealing that it was touched. Look at this, holds the ball on an angle and then kicks across it. You see it swirling through the air, bending, and then it hits the ground and goes straight towards the sideline. That's a really courageous kick.
Hold! Hold, James!
Gives his forwards a rest. Smart kick.
Hold!
George Tafua. That is Gajewski, the man that basically inspired the Stoush. It was nothing more than a Stoush. Push and shove. And Souths are playing with a man down now as a result of it. Not that we agree with it, but they are playing with 12 at the moment. Walker on halfway. It's Kepi. Come away again to Fainu.
The offloads are worrying
to Power. Sully on Gagai. And Sully loses his footing. He's fended Gagai. He's fended off Sutton. He got it to Garrick. Garrick inside 10. Gets the ball away. Cherry Evans has scored. Now, well, what about Sully?
What a
The
player.
only thing he didn't fend was the umpire.
South's first up contact tonight has been ordinary, hence a lot of offloads by the Manly Seagulls, and that was brilliant play by Sully and Garrick. He's had an enormous year, finishes off beautifully. Well, there's 2 on 2, you've got to stop it, right? Bang, get out of the way. Again, bang, and there he is, Reuben Garrick. He's only missed 2 minutes all year, 2 minutes of regular play. And then Daly Cherry Evans, he saved a try about 3 minutes ago at the other end with a great tackle.
John Sutton here just gets manhandled. Someone like Sully, you got to stay tall, then cut him in half. With the way he fends and how strong he is, you cannot go high on him. Freddie.
Well, down the other end just a couple of minutes ago, South made a break and they were missing a half just to link through the middle or take advantage. Some beautiful work by Sully. Here he goes, just a big young centre. Get out of me, road. Gets to the ground and finds Reuben Garrick. And here's that half. Daly Cherry Evans back on the inside. We've got 2 minutes. Cody Walker will be back.
Well, South were doing fine with 12 men, but a matter of could you hang on? And they had 3 shots at Sully, And 3 big fends. The first fend, actually, he lost his footing completely. Garrick then, who played a big part, but it was Sully's try. 22 out, 12 in. Kick looks good. It is. So back at ANZ, and what a game we've got here. 16-12 now, Manly in front. They were down 10-0 at one stage, and now the Eagles are in front by 4. Haven't we seen some brilliant football in the last 15 minutes? Cherry Evans showing it to Gojetsky. Here's Sully again, and he's tackled just inside the opposition 40-metre line. Garrick for Cherry Evans, then Trebojevic, just outside the 30-metre line. Final away for Cherry Evans to kick. Elliott's chasing hard. Dewey goes up, comes down with nothing, bounces away, picked up by Elliott, but it's a knock-on against Manly.
10 by 10.
Yeah, knock-on from the first contact when the ball was coming down.
There's more Manly fans here than South Sydney. Well, to get here from Manly, you don't have to cross the bridge, do you?
No, you don't. Yeah, used to. It's straight out west. It's about probably 35 to 40 minutes from the beaches.
Manly would be hitting the M2, I would imagine. So penalty goes to Souths.
Walker's back on.
Walker's gone back on. 90 seconds of the first half to go. And it's been like a seesaw.
Great first half. I mean, 10-0, Souths were dominating, and all of a sudden Manly came right back into it.
What about you? Your head went down like a beaten favourite.
It's up now though, Rabs.
For sure. Murray. Taken by Trebojevic and Waddell. Now Reynolds charged down. It's come back down to Cook. And it's South Sydney with the ball 20 metres out from the line. So Dewey pulled down on the 10-metre line. This is only the second tackle, no knock on, but it restarts the tackle count. The charge down. That's Mark Nichols. Right on the try line. We can't be on it, but he's an inch short of it. And here it's Cook getting a ball away from Murray. Oh, he goes through the air. He flies
That
through
will be
the
tackle
air
4.
and puts it over the line.
Just make sure there's no
Cameron
contact on
Murray.
Brendan Elliott that prevents him making a tackle.
Checking obstruction.
Yeah, referee's concerned that Brendan Elliott, there was someone maybe hit him or touched him or forced him out of the way. Nice inside ball. No, he's just tripped. And he's dived like Superman.
Brendan Elliott makes a defensive decision to initiate contact on Damien Cook.
What a player.
And the ball is grounded in the end goal.
What a good young player.
What a player.
I met him before the game, actually. Saw him in the tunnel. Delightful young man as well.
He's only going to get better and better. You see young players, is a decision. You see young players going to State of Origin, and physically but also emotionally, they come out of it and they're drained. Since Origin, he's got better and better and better.
Tell you what, there's quite a gathering of our young players. I'm talking about outstanding players that have come from rugby union. The highest level they could play for was the Australian schoolboys. People like Murray. Adam Dewey, I think he qualified for Australian schoolboys. Pappenhausen, Keary. I mean, there's a lot of very talented kids. They get to that stage and they come over from union to league. So there's the conversion from South, and half-time is with us. And so the Borough, they're back with us as well. There was a period there where they went quite silent. There's the man, Surley, that laid on one of the tries. And let's go down to Jonathan. He's on the ground.
Yeah, I'm here with Adam Reynolds. How handy was that try just before half-time?
Yeah, very handy, mate. Comes on the back of, just building pressure, getting to our kicks, but I think defensively, myself, need to be much better in the second half.
What do you need to do to fix that on the right edge there?
Yeah, just talk, getting body in front, react on the pass rather than trying to preempt it. So,
good luck, mate, in the second half. It's all yours, Brace.
Thank you, Billy. The Rabbitohs 18, the Seagulls 16. Back to you, Ray.
Thank you, James. And the kickoff in progress as you cross back to us. And South Sydney leading by 2 points. 18 plays 16. They've led at the break South on 12 occasions for 11 victories. And Manly have trailed on 11 occasions for 4 wins coming from behind. Played twice this season in the regular season, and they were both 1-point games, and they split the dividends on each occasion. So Damien Cook getting this first set underway and almost to its completion now. Down into the corner it goes to Elliott, the fullback, and Brendan met by the South Sydney chasers. Dylan Walker finds himself a dummy half. That's Tafua. There's Hasler and Wayne Bennett confronting each other for only their third time they've played each other, or should I say they've coached against each other twice. And Bennett won them both, once with the Dragons and once with Newcastle against Des Hasler, coach Simon. 7 metres short of halfway for Parker, who had an outstanding first half. He's inside the 40 here. It'll be denied. The touch judge has said it was inside the 20. I think the man in charge was of the opinion it bounced outside the 20. Let's watch it. We'll get a chance because they might take a quick. He's inside the 40.
Well, we need corner posts then.
Oh, gee.
Anyway, play on.
The answer's a pineapple. 15 out from the line. Manly then with a golden opportunity. And Tapau takes it up to the 10. Playing it back to Fainu. Then Trebojevic. Now Jerry Evans. Now Gajetski. Offend, be careful, son, you'll get put in the bin. 10 metres out from the line. Fainu waits. Now Jake goes short to Tapau, gets a ball back to another phase of play, and Trebojevic is picked up from behind. So Trebojevic tackled by James Roberts, blindsided in fact. And this is Waddell, 5 gone. Manly down by 2 in the very early stages of the second half. Jerry Evans rolls one in, but again the bounce is friendly for Dewey. Oh, he got a ball back. Walker only had to catch it and he was on his way.
Got a Manly knock on.
Shot clock on, I'm coming through.
Can't do it.
Hasn't he? Looked dangerous. Some of these kicks have gone straight to him. He's found some open space and nearly got through here again. Saw a Southsman coming, but they're claiming that hit Cherry Evans' arm and then went forward.
Brad, a comment?
Yeah, just looking at the sideline, Cameron Murray was taken off after he scored that try, so he started the second half on the bench. And just keep an eye on Corey Waddell. He pulled up a little bit lame after that last tackle off Sam Burgess. There's Cam Murray with Liam Knight.
Play by Graham. A run there for George Burgess. Three brothers involved in this game tonight. This is Totola, almost up to the halfway line. Cook goes again from dummy half. Walker, the ball came loose. And it's, I was about to say a loose carry, but it went backwards. And here goes Gagai. Gagai reeling out of a tackle. That's gone forward off Gagai. Picked up over there by Fainu. So Surley just inside the 30-metre line. 5 minutes gone in the second half. 18-16 in favour of the Rabbitohs. Winners of the grand final in 2014. Here's a big gap opening up for Waddell. He's inside 30. Puts the ball down, dived on by the Rabbitohs. And it's a knock on.
Yeah, once again, the right edge.
All up.
Defensively for South Sydney. See Sam
Shot
Burgess,
clock on.
Reynolds, James Roberts. You'll go to the line, double pump. And that time they got George Burgess defending where the halfback normally did. James Roberts was fading out.
He faded out and then he slipped over. Could have passed it a fraction earlier. They decided to keep going, and then the late pass.
But last week against the Roosters, that passive defence when they're sliding, really fragile tonight once again.
Surley now is inside the 20. There goes the fend again. He's gone all the way himself. Surley has scored one of his own.
That will be tackle one. Try. It's confirmed grounding.
Well, what an impact he's had on this game. Moses
Surley maintains possession of the ball and grounds it in the end goal. We have a decision.
No problem. He is a beast. And under the coaching of Des Hasler, his game has improved immensely the last year.
This is the young fellow that was at West Tigers and then he was at Canterbury. Watch him now exhibiting this fend again.
And you just got to learn to get under that fend. You've got to get under it.
Brad Fittler sideline.
Yeah, he saw Dane Gagai brought himself up in front of the line. It's not a smart thing to do. He needed to wait for his troops and get a bit of help. But Billy Slater spoke to Tom Trbojevic at half-time and he said, who's the man we need to give the ball to? He said, Moses Surley. He's having a blinder. First time he got the ball, scores a try on the Harvey Norman replay. Look at that, 112 kilos. Bounces off his left foot. He's got a left-hand palm. And he's got enough speed to take him over the line. There's a weapon.
Yeah, West Tigers, I'm sure he was there, and then he went to Canterbury. And apparently the situation had become uncomfortable. I'm not blaming the clubs, by the way. So he pushed over to Manly. And it would seem like the professor has turned everything around. Professor Acker Des Hasler, and the crowd love him. So we've got another Fanua Blake, Moses Surley, and we've got a bloke up at Parramatta called Sivo. The game has suddenly got another group of heroes coming through. So Garrick from the sideline on its way, not coming back.
Thanks, Steve.
South Sydney now trailing by 2. 20 plays 18. What a game. Both teams anxious to survive, making the trip to Canberra on Friday night. Keep in mind, both matches in the regular season, the margin at the end of both games was 1 point. Never has a team or teams played 3 one-point games in a season. We could very easily finish up at Golden Point. That's Kepi with the ball. I'm amazed to read that South haven't won a Golden Point game since 2012. And David has double-checked it. It's amazing when you've got a kicker like Reynolds in the side. Johnston playing the ball on the 20-metre line. Graham, Campbell. To power putting the young centre come winger down. Gagai. 20-18 in favour of Manly. They trailed 10-0 at one stage. Here's George.
Yeah, that's a better run.
Fainu and Waddell making the tackle. He's been a bit of an unsung hero tonight. Waddell. Cook gives it away to Walker, and Manly will have to find the dirt here. And Garrick puts himself in reverse to come away from the touchline. 17 is out there now for the Rabbitohs, Ethan Lowe. And that's Sully again. In fact, it's not Sully, but it's the number 2 to Fua. Now for Garrick. Swerve. Looks for a gap. Good yards. 28 metres out from his own line. Played back to Elliott. Given to Walker. Walker back it goes. Trebojevic runs it to Tola and Lowe. And plays it on the 40-metre line. Now Fanua. Just a breakthrough. Tacklers were down. Particularly low was George Burgess. Now Walker, face ball. Parker to Fua. Little kick. Bounce. Oh, the bounce favoured him.
Play on.
But it's been knocked on, and Souths are entitled to take the advantage.
Out here.
But now they go back, given they didn't get an advantage, and rule a turnover.
Well, there's only one team playing at the moment. Manly Seagulls using the ball, running the ball there on the last play, where Souths are just holding on. They're happy just to get through their sets, letting their big men roll forward and getting to a kick. The Eagles looking to spread the ball, offloading.
Ethan Lowe. Manly's side with a couple of changes this weekend, but again fielding a young and vastly inexperienced team. Last week they conceded 1,300 games in experience to the Sharks. Tonight that number is just over 700 against the Rabbitohs. Players on the 40-metre line, South's end, and Totola Junior turns it back on the inside for Murray. South's getting it to halfway. Reynolds kicking from just on his own side. Here's Garrick, who'll play it on the 30-metre line. Surely falling back into an onside position. Here's Elliott now. Third tackle on this set. Here's Fanua Blake. Possession now favours Manly at 54%. At one stage it favoured South by 66%. Little short passing here. Back to Fainu. Ball has been lost. Knock on is ordered.
That's a big error.
I'll take the scrum. I'll take the scrum.
Yeah, their short passing game's been really good tonight, Manly. The offloads, they're killing South in the offload department. That one, though, didn't really work. Knock on. So South should at least be able to try and set up something when they get into the 20-metre zone.
Yeah, since half-time, it's all been Manly. They need someone to stand up here, South Sydney, someone to take hold of the game. I believe that player has to be Cody Walker. A lot of talk since Origin 1 about him standing up in big games. This is made for him.
Johnston. Totola crossing the halfway. He's a good player, this fellow, Junior Totola. Big, and he's got a little bit of creativity about him. Played by Murray. They're inside 30. Sam Burgess plays the ball on the 20-metre line. Danger for Manly. Cook, Reynolds away. Murray with the ball. Back to Liam Knight. Tapau goes in to make the tackle with Trebojevic. 5 gone for Souths. Here's Cook coming to the right, puts a grubber in. Oh, it's still available, but no.
Check it.
Dive.
Okay, we want to look at
James
contact
Roberts.
on James Roberts. If we have a penalty try or a professional foul.
Souths are claiming someone was taken off the ball. I think James Roberts.
Tackle 6.
He's made a lunge for the ball, James.
Want to look at contact on James Roberts in terms of a penalty try or at least a professional foul.
Okay.
Well, we could have another person in the bin here. It's Brad Parker. He comes in, and does he put a leg out?
I reckon he trips.
Watch the right leg. Yep.
It's a trip, baby.
Brad Parker extends the leg.
Oh, this is a turning point, this one.
Doesn't look anything different to Jared Warringah-Hargreaves.
Well, I doubt penalty try, but certainly a professional foul in the bin.
Well, in years
Due
gone,
to the direction of the ball,
There's Manly players in front of the...
it's not a try-scoring situation, but we have a professional foul.
Okay. So it's Brad Parker, and he could well finish in the bin. But this player for Manly, Tafua, was always in front of his man.
Brad extends the leg. It's not a penalty try because of where the ball goes to and one of your blokes been back there, but it is a professional foul. Brad?
So what's he going to do?
You're on report and in the bin.
He's gone to the bin. Brad Parker, one of the outstanding players in the first half.
well, back in the Wild West days, Fatty, when stiff arms were happening every set of 6, a trip was an automatic send-off, wasn't it?
Yeah, trip's one of the most ordinary offences in the game. And that's almost the same as Warringah-Hargreaves.
Was it Parker or was it Waddell?
No, it was Parker.
Was it? Okay. Because it looked horribly like Waddell had to go before Parker. Let's have another look. Oh no, he's playing at the ball, Waddell. That's okay. Here's the kick for penalty. Reynolds is on line. 20 all. 32,127 here tonight. Watching the continuation of a great arch rivalry, Manly and Souths.
Well, going on what happened to Jared at the judiciary during the week, Brad goes up. He won't be playing next week if Manly get through. Deliberate trip. Great crowd, and it's been a fantastic game of rugby league.
So the Burrow, I'll tell you what, you're right, Andrew. Manly have sent lots of supporters into this game. I mean, it's been everybody's opinion that they won't cross the bridge that you were talking about.
When I say the bridge, I mean the harbour bridge.
Yeah, I understand. Well, it's not the bridge over the River Kwai. I know that. Brad?
Just to clear it up with Fatty, unless Brad Parker has had 3 convictions prior to this, it's just a fine, the trip. So
okay,
he'll be right next week, mate.
All right, sweet.
That's right. Warringah-Hargreaves wasn't entitled to a fine because he built up too many carryover points. Thank you, Brad, for that. So Fanua Blake Now Manly has got a good chance. It's 20-all. 16 minutes gone in the second stanza. Sudden death football. Here is Sully again. That third tackler in. He's not necessary if they call held. Here's Cherry Evans. Chance here. More than a chance. They've got themselves a try.
Gajewski.
It's Gajewski.
That will be last tackle. We have a try.
He's given a
Just
try.
confirming a grounding by
Sutton.
Jack Gajewski.
He
But
looks
it's going
confident.
upstairs.
In the meantime, a couple of South players have crashed
Jack
into each
Gajewski is
other.
onside kick chase.
It's Alex Johnson and Dewey. They collide heads here.
Gajewski. Downward pressure. It's there.
Watch the head clash after it.
He's got it.
No, I'm not so sure. I think he's bounced it. I think
I think it's
Do
a
you?
try. Yeah, I think it's a try.
I thought he actually touched it and then the ball hit the ground.
Well, Alex Johnson and Dewey, both of them.
Jack Gajewski brings the ball to ground and grounds it in the end.
Wow, okay.
Decision.
Right again, Rabs.
Bit of Manly pessimism coming out in you, Fat.
We'll take it.
So, the bloke that started the blue in the first half, that bloke, number 12, Joe Gajewski. Now, we go back to the injured players after the head gash. That's Alex Johnston. Gajewski scoring the try. Harvey Norman replay. No, that's okay. He's had it wedged against his hip and there's a forearm or a hand on the ball. Brad, sideline.
That would have felt pretty good to Jack Gajewski against his ex-team. He was at the Bunnies a couple of years ago. Didn't quite make it in the back row there. Doing a wonderful job with the Seagulls. Once again, Cherry Evans on the Harvey Norman replay. Just opening that space up just to get the ball through. Really silky job by Daly Cherry Evans. 12 players. Just turn the advantage around against South. Great kick. Nice try to Jack.
It's a real trend to put the fullbacks in the defensive line, even on the last play. And Dewey there, if we just pause the play right there, you can see Adam Dewey is under the sticks there. He has to be aware that the main kicker here is Daly Cherry Evans. He sees Cherry Evans get the ball and he hears across, but too much ground to make up. Cherry Evans threads the needle. Beautiful kick. Just have to be aware who the main kicker is in those situations. The ball's always going to go to Cherry Evans.
You might be wondering why there's a delay. There's, I think, still a South Sydney player receiving attention.
It's Alex Johnson
in the in goal, and there's a picture of Alex getting some attention from the trainers. Scored a try. In fact, he was the first try scorer. If you've had something on first try scorer, Alex Johnston did that at the 9th minute. And Adam Dewey, he's just getting an inspection from the trainer to allow him to continue without a visit to the HIA.
Tough head.
Brad.
Well, this will be interesting. If you look at the bench, you've got John Sutton, who's just taken a HIA card running up the sideline. You've got Mark Nichols sitting there on the sideline, front rower. Tom Burgess sitting on the sideline, front rower. And George Burgess sitting on the sideline, front rower.
Yeah, but Ethan Lowe's out there, Brad. If you remember, Ethan filled in for Queensland in the centres in the Origin series when he had to, so he might be able to do the job.
Yeah, Cam Murray did a wonderful job against the Roosters a couple of weeks ago. Still not preferred when you're behind on the scoreline, I wouldn't think.
So 24 plays 20. Manly in front now. A scoreboard that has fluctuated all night long. Wayne Bennett in his third match against Des Hasler.
This is a big kick, this one.
Garrick 23 metres out, 12 metres in. That's what he's got. Looks okay. Squeezes it through. Tomorrow at 9, sudden death finals footy again. Storm at home to Parramatta. Amy Park in Melbourne, live from 7. You'll see it all on 9, live and free. And then, of course, next weekend we've got the preliminary finals at Canberra and the Sydney Cricket Ground. There's the Professor. And, of course, the grand final comes back here. And that is live and exclusive on Channel 9. So, Souths, a restart, 26-20. And Fanua Blake comes back, gets it just over the 20-metre line. The first of the middle forwards, now the second, Gajetski to the 30-metre line. To Powell. Another gain of some 8 metres. So it's a good start to an important set. Trebojevic almost to halfway on the 4th tackle. Fainu gives it to Powell. Martin will play the ball on 5. Here we go looking for Cherry Evans. We find Dylan Walker. Puts a kick in behind the winger, Gagai.
He's been moved from left centre to right wing, Dane Gagai. I don't know, because of the head. The head knocked Alex Johnson, or just to get him away from Moses Suli.
Played there by James Roberts. Now for Campbell Graham. Damien Cook. Away and through. It's gone to Sutton. 6 points behind, and I'm reminded that John will retire at the end of the season. Is it tonight? Oh, a hit from Tafua again!
Oh, it's another Tafua special.
Oh, my goodness.
Put it on the reel.
Tackle on Ethan Lowe from George Tafua. Here's Elliott.
Adam Dewey's been taken off the field for a HIA. He's blowing up Deluxe. Saw him in the end goal with the physio. He passed that, obviously, test. Did they have a head bunker or something like that?
No, but the club doctor, he would have the final call on it. He would have watched it on the video down there and perhaps overruled. Look at that. Look at that, George Tafua. They're watching him around the world, George. He's become an international hero. Over in America, they're probably saying, what the name of goodness are these hombres doing down there?
That's the worst accent I've ever heard.
Well,
oh, Gagai.
Knock on, and Manly have got it back.
Settle.
He's dropped the ball.
Okay, waiting. Okay, all up. Shot clock on.
Oh, little
it's a young fatty.
Hello. Where's his mum? Do I know her?
I don't know. I thought he looked like a replica of Prince Harry.
There was a bit of indecision there between Ethan Lowe and Gagai.
Well, they've classified it a loose carry against Gagai. So Manly will feed the scrum. Keep in mind, there's a lot of time remaining. So Trebojevic goes wide to Cherry Evans to go to Suli. So Moses will play the ball. 10 metres out. Cherry Evans appealing for a penalty. Now Trebojevic turns it back to Perrott. Lloyd Perrott in 17. Here's Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans, he gets it back for another phase. Elliott on the ground, gets it back to Cherry Evans. And now it is with Fainu. He played the ball 12 metres out from the line. Third tackle for Manly. Still with a golden opportunity. Walker, Cherry Evans, Waddell. So the fourth tackle is gone. Manly with a couple up their sleeve. Fainu turns it in for Trebojevic. Jake to play it on the final tackle. Fainu, Cherry Evans gets a kick in, came off the legs of Sam Burgess, no knock on. Reynolds dived on the ball that had come off the legs of Sam Burgess.
The only way I can see the Rabbitohs getting field position is through a penalty. They look like they're stuck in the mud at the moment. It's all Manly.
Well, I mean, their defence is as good as their attack at the moment. Manly, here's a chance for the Bunnies.
Well, it's gone from Murray, it's gone out to Graham. He steps inside Garrick. He's tackled by Cherry Evans on half.
What a game by the halfback.
Oh, he's a wonderful player. $1 million man, or the $10 million man. George Burgess, 30 metres out, last tackle. And it's come away to Reynolds. It's gone on to Walker now. Oh, George has got him again. Ethan Lowe. The ball has gone to Manly now, to Fanua Blake. Crowd absolutely thrilled by all of this. So it's Elliott. Here it is again.
Ethan, mate, just leave me alone, please. It's twice in 3 minutes, been hammered.
Here's Garrick. Cherry Evans, Brad.
It'll be the last time someone who plays Manly be wearing white tape around their head. Oh, Ethan's just put a target on his head. Have a look at that.
Cherry Evans soaking up some time if he can. South let it go. Oh boy, Parker coming back from the bin. Manly in the interim have been able to regain the lead since we last saw Brad Parker. The Eagles getting revved up. We saw the first edition about 5 minutes ago. That was the sequel. He'll be nominated for an Academy Award. So Reynolds pushes it out to Graham. Cook is low. There's a quick look over his left shoulder, then his right shoulder. Taken by Waddell. His Cook comes to Fanua Blake. Fanua Blake with some help from Waddell. They put him down. Now for Knight. Looks at Burgess, takes the tackle himself. And Lloyd Perrott in 17, making the tackle with Jack Gajewski. Played on the 30, middle ground to Tola. Souths down by 6 points, a converted try with 15 minutes to go in the game. Who's going on in this tournament? Who's going to Canberra to take on the Raiders? Manly, 6 in front. And that is Garrett over there, playing it on his own 20-metre line. So they'll send him back.
Number 1.
Cody Walker, I think, thought he'd been penalised. This is Elliott. So then Coruscant, who's back. And Dylan Walker took the next run. Coruscant takes the next. Gets it up towards halfway. Apasai plays the ball through to Dylan Walker. Out the back, Cherry Evans. Across then to Jack Gajewski. He's gone into opposition territory on the eastern side of the ground. From Suley, it's come back for the kick from Cherry Evans. It's rolling down inside 20, brought back by Graham. Campbell Graham, 25 out from his own line. And that opened the ribcage, that pass of James Roberts. He played the ball a few metres up the ground. Cook milking for a penalty, I would imagine. Sam Burgess to the 40-metre line. Cook again. Reynolds again. Behind Burgess. It's gone out to Gagai. He got rid of the would-be tackle from Garrett. Gagai, he's out of the tackle. He's given it on. It's out to Cameron Murray. It's gone on now to Campbell Graham. They're 10 out from the line. Manly have got the ball though, I think.
pocket referee.
Jake Trbojevic, a push.
Okay. I have a professional foul in that case.
Jake's. Oh, no.
No, surely.
Jake Trbojevic.
Yep, okay.
Jake Trbojevic
Got the
heading
mark
to the
for us.
bin, I
Kids,
think.
you might assist there.
That's what they're saying.
Surely.
He's pushed someone.
Tids, you got the mark.
Well, that was the best bomb try you'll ever see.
Okay, Daly, Jake.
Let's watch it.
No! No way! It's not even a penalty.
Yeah. Mate, it's a professional foul.
No way.
No, I'm not.
You see that angle again. It's just a body check.
Adam, it's back there.
There is no way.
It feels like at times that you're just finding a way.
Look, he's just trying to get...
The bloke's in the way.
Daly.
He's got to get around him. All he's doing, he tries to run around him.
No, it's not. Look
And he
how many
takes him
people
out.
we got.
And they clip.
It's a
that's a
It's
G
not
up.
clear, but
Da-
it's not clear.
Daly.
I'd understand if it was clear, sir, but it's not clear.
It's a professional foul.
These people are gone mad who are in charge of the game. They've gone absolutely bonkers. He's trying to do his best to get round him, connects with him, and he falls down.
With the enormity of the call, we'll know that in about 13 minutes from now. As Liam Knight takes it 10 metres out from the line. A 6-point ball game, Manly back to 12 again. So they almost will play the second half with only 12 men. Brad Parker has only just come back. Now Jake Trbojevic is gone. And here's Cook for Burgess. And Sam, is he over the line? He's held up.
Time off. Tackle 4. Let go now, Brendan. Easy. Tackle 4. Played out on the 10. Tackle 4.
With your foot, don't ball.
So it's Tom Burgess that's back out there now. And here's Reynolds, goes himself and he's tackled 2 metres out on 5. Manly with 12 players. Here's Cook going wide, out through Walker. He's gone out to Sutton, steps up his left foot, he's going in! John Sutton scores in perhaps his last game.
And Manly down to 12 men. Just left too many holes, and Johnny Sutton, he turned the clock back to his 5/8 days. Couple of left foot steps there, the veteran. Been a great player for a long, long time, Johnny Sutton. And as he got, there it is, that's it, seriously. It's a collision, tiny clip. Good ball, that's a good ball as well. And then Manly in desperation, just going across too quickly. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, I thought Damien Cook does a great job here. He just jumps out and keeps all those Manly tight defenders in that extra second. It was Jagewski that ended up getting caught. It was Sutton off his left foot. There's Big Wayne, you'll love this try. But Damien Cook, when he jumps out, he just held those inside defenders just for that split second. That opened up the spaces on the end. And Adam Reynolds, he brings it to scores level.
If you know your footy faces, you could win a trip to the NRL Grand Final with Telstra here in just over a fortnight. Enter now to play at telstra.com/finals face-off. One word.
Jerry Evans kept his team in goal for around 30 seconds, addressing his players.
So Adam Reynolds, with that conversion, has gone past 200 points for the 5th time in his career. Only 6 players have scored 200 in a season, 5 times or more. Hazem El Masri, 7, Michael Cronin, 6, James Maloney, Jason Taylor, Daryl Halligan and Jared Croker, all with 5. Well done, Adam Reynolds. Another one bites the dust. And here's Liam Knight coming back at the gallop. 26 all. They've played 160 minutes before tonight in regular season matches. And the scoreline dead level. South and Manly. Twice they've played. Twice it was a 1-point margin either side of the halfway line. And this this is heading down the same path. Liam Knight, his second carry on the set. Trebojevic in the bin. Reynolds kicking down into Tafua's corner. Are they talking? They're not talking. Picked up by Ethan Lowe. Manly just basically knocked each other out of the road. So it's gone away out to Walker. Walker to Sutton. And Sutton will play the ball 9 metres out from the line. Playing it back to Cook. 26 all. And South's on the attack. Totola. 10 minutes to go exactly. Cook goes short away to Sutton.
We've got him shot to pieces on the left.
The try line is just centimetres away. Cook out to Totola, back to Reynolds. And he's tidied up then by a former teammate, Dylan Walker, and another teammate, Afasai Coruscant. Played back for Cook. He goes away to Knight, and he's hit and put away. But here's the ball with Jimmy the Jet, is it? Or is it Murray? Cameron Murray. He's gone over to score what well might be the decisive try.
Beware the ball that hits the deck. How many times you see it? A bad pass, hits the ground, everyone stops. Everyone except Cameron Murray, who picked it up, and he's got amazing speed for a big forward. Here's the pass, there it is. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, the poor old Seagulls, they are out on their feet leading up to these plays. Just watching the Manly players just try and find it hard to even find their defence line. When the ball hit the ground, then the last person on the field that Manly wanted to see with their ball in their hand was Cam Murray. He was dynamite. That little break right at half-time might have been just enough energy saved to come up with that. Have a look at that. Brendan Elliott, who spent his entire time out there, just couldn't keep it with him. And Adam Dewey, he's good. HIA, James Alex Johnson, he failed.
10th try in the game. Cameron Murray, the try scorer. And Adam Reynolds. Cherry Evans desperately trying to lift them. If anyone knows about pressure, it's Manly. I well remember they played 6 matches in 24 days back in 1978. Here's the kick coming around. Reynolds converts. 32-26. Souths back in front.
Run. Still got to wait, Ruben. Still got to wait.
How long's Jake got?
Time you run, Moses.
4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Still 5.
Manly, as I said earlier, they will have played the second half with 12 men for 24 minutes. 20 minutes. As Tom Burgess brings it back up the centre. Reynolds turning it in for Sam Burgess. Typical run from him. Damien Cook, Junior Totola. Cook to Walker to Sutton. So John, his career, 7 minutes to go if they lose. And that ball has gone into touch about 5 metres out from the corner post.
And when you're leading by 6, that's the perfect kick. Nearly right deep down in their own quarter. Brad?
We've just been made aware Adam Dewey was about to go back onto the field, and the because Alex Johnson failed his HIA, that it used up the actual last interchange that South Sydney had.
Make sure you're packed.
So 6.5 minutes to go. South Sydney,
Don't go early, Junior.
they've got no interchanges
Hold,
left.
Sam. Hold. Go.
Well, that would have been the icing on the cake if Adam had have gone onto the field.
Hold. Go one.
Would have made things very interesting in what has already been a sensational evening of rugby league. Coruscant getting it away to Parker. 30 metres out from their own line and coming up to 6 minutes. Oh, knocked on by Dylan Walker, picked up by Ethan Lowe. So Manly back on the defence. Cook, Knight, hit by Fanua Blake, and Martin to Power. There goes to Walker now. 32-26 is Reynolds in position.
He's right in front.
So here's Cook now taking it, giving it to Tola. Reynolds is right behind to play the ball. Here it goes to Reynolds. He's put it through the hands. Burgess, he loses the ball. Picked up by Walker.
He's in trouble, Sam Burgess. George Tafua comes in. He collects Sam and Brad Parker.
His face planted Sam.
Well, what happens if he goes off? They may have to play with 12 men here.
He might have collected his shoulder on the way down. No tougher man in the game than Sam Burgess. I'm sure what he did 2014 with the broken cheekbone. That's falling out. That's just a collision.
Tafua involved in the tackle, which from Sam Burgess's point of view is a tackle that went wrong.
They had a chance to ice the game there, possibly with a field goal, and they sent it out wide, and now they've lost the ball. So Manly back in the game.
The destroyer.
Well, he's gone off to the HIA here, Sam. Can they replace him here? Because they've used up all their interchanges.
Well, Brad said they got no more interchanges.
Yeah, well, they can use a HIA. It's not an interchange. But if Sam wasn't be able to go back onto the field, then it would be considered an interchange.
Okay.
Mark Nicholas has gone back on. South without their captain for the last 5 minutes.
Parker hit hard. 18 metres out. Put down by Tom Burgess. And now it's with Fanua Blake. Driving with those legs, getting it out towards the 30-metre point. Now to Powell. Give me the ball. Give me a run. Gets it out to the 40. Ball is lost.
He lost it.
Souths to come back with the ball. Manly sent another bench player into the game, Ola Kawatu. Oh, now Souths have knocked on. Dane Gagai.
All up, shot clock on, watch the order, Bush. That's it, that's it.
Trebojevic at the end of the tunnel.
53 seconds before he can get back on.
So I'll get a set of 6 here. It's about 4.5 minutes to go. So if they go end to end, set for set, Manly will have 3 sets. Probably 2 sets with 13 men when Jake comes back onto the field.
So the Eagles get the ball. Olakau Atu, 15. Now to Powell. Jerry Evans, blindside raid. That's Elliott. On the 40. Coruscant. Fanua Blake. Good run by Fanua Blake. He's got them down 25 metres out from South's line. Dylan Walker, Daly Cherry Evans, Brendan Elliott. Elliott drifting across the park. Gojetski is with the ball, losing ground.
That was a great one-on-one tackle there by Cam Murray.
Trebojevic comes back into the game. 13 on 13 as Cherry Evans puts it across, and it's taken by James Roberts. He's tackled in mid-air. Penalty goes to South. Greg Parker, the offender. So it's a clear-cut call. We've had a few that haven't been, but that is a player in mid-air, tackled dangerously.
But if quite a few mistakes in the last 10 minutes, I reckon that's because of the brutality of the game and the tiredness of the players. Being played at a frenetic pace. Magnificent semi-final.
Find the ball, G-Man.
Yep.
Hold! Hold! Molly, hold! Wait for the foot! Wait for the foot! Hold! Go!
Ethan Lowe.
Brad, release it! Hold, Marty! Hold! Go, one.
So Nichols.
Brad, up now! Hold! Go, two.
Reynolds dropping it down for
Marty, clear it!
Tom Burgess.
Hold! Go,
Back for Damien Cook. Then for Liam Knight.
What's your ball? Hold! Release now. Go, four.
Totola.
What a game is that, Totola?
Last tackle at it, Mark.
35 metres out from the line. And away for Reynolds. Drops it onto the right foot. Drops it into the corner. Elliott's in trouble. It's a line drop out. A line drop out for Manly to restart.
What a kick.
Sensational.
Best kick of the night. Pitch perfect. Right into that corner. And a slight stumble by Elliott.
Talk to him. Wait for Adam.
South
behind
Sydney
it.
have to
Wait,
go for a short
Daly.
drop out here, Manly.
Just reminding you, Parramatta versus Melbourne from Melbourne tomorrow night. On 9 from 7 p.m.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
There's a penalty right in front.
And there's the ball game. Referee said to them 4 times, stay behind it, stay behind it. And is it Dylan Walker that's been caught offside?
Well, John Sutton.
Oh, the shot clock, was it?
Was it offside or the
No,
shot
I think it's
clock?
shot clock, according to Middo.
So the time on the shot clock had expired, bringing about the penalty from right in front. My goodness, we've had everything tonight. A match that's been immersed in controversy. Rulings that have left people scratching their head. But 30 seconds left in the game for Adam Reynolds, who's eclipsed the 200 mark tonight, joining an elite group of players that have done it in rugby league history. Only 6 of them. And Reynolds makes it 7 with his personal contribution tonight. So Souths, they win the football game 34-26 in front of 32,000 fans. The Borough, they are jubilant. And glory, glory will break out across the stadium in a matter of seconds. Well, what a bewildering game it's been.
Stay behind it.
South's crowd.
Come on. Kick.
in ecstasy.
It's a kick.
Cameron Murray, the scorer of 2 tries, boots it into the fans over on the eastern side. The Rabbitohs have won their way to the preliminary final to play Canberra next Friday night in Canberra. Rabbitohs 34, Sea Eagles 26.